FC Dallas versus Lonestar SC.
We are getting set for semifinal number 2 of the U16-17 Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championships as FC Dallas and Lone Star face off in an all-Texas derby for the right to take on Solar in the final. I'm your host, Mark Serban. It's a pleasure to be with you as FC Dallas comes in the number 11 seed, made their way through Group H before dispatching of IMG Academy 3-0 in the quarterfinals. Well, their Frontier Division rivals, Lone Star, come in as the number 14 seed, winning Group F in the playoffs, and then defeating NEFC 2-1 after extra time to make their way through to these semifinals. So either way, we are going to have an all-Texas final here in the girls U16-17 U.S. Soccer Development Academy, as it is Lone Star out of Austin in their all-black kits against FC Dallas from, of course, Dallas in their white kits with blue trim. These teams finished 3rd and 4th in the Frontier Division, respectively. FC Dallas going 19-8-5 with 58 goals for and 29 goals against. Well, Lone Star finished just behind them with a record of 17-9-2 with 68 goals for and 33 goals against. So we are getting set for kickoff in the all-Texas Derby. We are going to step aside for the playing of our national anthem, and then it's semifinal number 2 from Championship Soccer Stadium in beautiful Irvine, California.
Number 18, Samar Gidry. And number 10, Jaden Shaw. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the United States National Anthem.
On the verge of kickoff of this U16-17 Development Academy Championship final between Lone Star and FC Dallas. Good look at your referees for this evening, led by Karen Collado, who officiates in Cal South. Collado originally from Sao Paulo, Brazil. She'll be assisted along the bench side by Matthew Seam from Nebraska. Tiffany Turpin will be the assistant referee across from the benches on what will be the near side for our cameras purposes. And Luis Orojo will be the 4th official in between the benches, as it's a meeting of the captains. And the one thing we do know is that the trophy is going to go back to the great state of Texas, as earlier today Solar beat Beach FC 4-0 to make their way through to the finals. And now FC Dallas and Lonestar getting set for the right to face them on Thursday evening. Lonestar coming in off that 2-1 victory over the high-scoring NEFC. Won Group F with 1 win and 2 draws, scoring just 2 goals in the playoffs, but it was enough to squeak through. And then we're able to defeat NEFC 2-1. Is the referees ready for this one? Karen Collado has been excellent throughout the playoffs, first the group stages and quarterfinals in Oceanside, and she's rewarded with a center spot here in the semifinals. FC Dallas went a perfect 3-0 in Group H, 7 goals for, no goals conceded, and then the quarterfinal victory, a 3-1 breezing past IMG Academy. In fact, they have yet to concede in the playoffs. 4 straight shutouts for this FC Dallas side. Lonestar looking to change that today, as it's Austin versus Dallas for the right to face off against Solar in the final on Thursday. FC Dallas U18-19 men are already in the championship match, which will be played tomorrow. And it will be Lonestar to kick us off. "90 minutes plus extra time and even penalties if necessary to decide who goes through." As we're underway in Irvine. And the ball out wide for Brooks. Caroline Brooks, who's committed to Arkansas, loses out. And this is Jaden Shaw. Rolls it too far out wide on this near side, so it will be a throw-in for Brooks. And battling is Martinez. She'll get it back. And this is Foot to bring it forward for Lonestar. Jaden Shaw doing the defending. And Trinity Crawford gets it out wide, popped over the top. And it's Shaw who's on the loose ball. Rolls it out for the run of Guidry. And stepping in to win it is Reeves. If you don't know this Lonestar side, it's a little confusing up top. There's the number 16, Lily Parker, and the number 5, Yasmin Parkar. So I'll do my best to distinguish that throughout the game. And this is Parker on the far side. Taken away by Anderson, a marauding outside back. She quickly placed the throw into Jaden Shaw. Jaden Shaw was a member of the FC Dallas's U15 side that won the inaugural title last year at that age group. Still only 14 years old, but played 34 games for the U19s this season, where she had 28 goals, Jaden Shaw, and she wins the corner kick, of which she is standing over, first of the game for either side. So Shaw plays it in. Well, the header back into a dangerous area. The keeper's missed it, but FC Dallas unable to force it home. Iko Barner. And the shot in, and a good save by Garcia. As it was Giamatti who got the final touch. Garcia won't concede the early goal. Iko Barner did a great job to create the space to get the cross off. And then Giamatti struck it well, but it remains 0-0 thanks to Lonestar's elastic keeper. Ferry, Iko Barner. Ferry clips it in, nobody making the run across the face of the keeper, as it will roll through to McKenna Garcia. The Pflugerville, Texas native is committed to Auburn, and she will pick this one up in the 3rd minute. Towering header from Guidry. Iko Barner. It's a good hold-up play from Iko Barner, who scored in that U15 final last year for FC Dallas. In fact, there are 6 players on this roster who won the title last year for the U15s. This will be a throw-in for Brooks. Inside for England. Iko Barner was unable to slide it into the pocket, and England weaves her way through traffic. Good hounding by Giametta, but Lonestar able to work their way out of it, and they have space in midfield. Parker for Parkar. And the ball cut out before it reaches Reeves. Oh, a lovely ball slid into the channel. Just a bit too far for Giametta, but it will be a throw-in for FC Dallas, as they've done the majority of the attacking inside the first 4.5 minutes. Good look at Abby Mitchell. Giametta, who has the game's only shot so far. Top of the box for Shaw. Dancing. Sliding it across. And poked away from Iko Barner. Guidry slid it behind Iko Barner. Martinez able to shake off the first challenge. Has Parkar ahead of her. Into the feet of Yasmin Parkar. Rolls it along for Reeves. Does well to sort her feet out. Good early cross to the back post. It's a good ball. But the header dropped into the arms of Michaela Garcia. And now the referee blowing her whistle, as she is going to have a word with Guidry, who wasn't happy with what she felt was an elbow. And the ball came in, and it was a good job to try and get her head on it, but it looks like it hit more off the elbow, or the back of the shoulder rather, of Jenna Mendoza. And that's why it was easy for Michaela Garcia in the end. Garcia has been called into youth Mexican national team camps. The goalkeeper has been with FC Dallas since 2014. The overlapping run is well defended over on the far side, as the ball comes back to McKenna Garcia in the Lonestar goal. Giametta had a player nipping at her heels, and she wins a free kick. And it's Jaden Shaw who will be over the majority of these dead balls. Giametta making her way up, has already shown her ability to get on the end of these, but it's cleared away by Emma Haggart. Getting back is Ferry. The pass picked off by Parker. Forward for Parkar. Shaw bulldozes her way through. Down the line, looking for the run of Abby Mitchell. And FC Dallas will keep possession as they look to chisel their way down the flank. Now they cut inside into the boot of Ferry, but swept clear. Yasmin Parkar over the top looking for Reeves, cut out by Guidry. Quickest to it is England. It's matched step for step by Iko Barner, and now she cuts inside. Was looking for options. Is given a gap to run into, and she has a go, drags her shot through. Guidry's there, and she'll have to clear. Throw in for Lonestar after fashioning their first real attack of this game. Parkar with a nifty little back heel there. FC Dallas were wise to it, but it will be another throw-in for Lonestar. And it'll be another throw-in for Caroline Brooks. The Spicewood, Texas native can either play it into the corner, well, I was going to say, or put it into the box. She plays into the corner, finds the ball right back at her feet. Unable to shake Eichelbarner. Still going. Now she gets around her, but can't get past Guidry. And Ferry runs out of real estate on the near side, so it'll be another throw for Lonestar. Popped over the top, looking for Parkar. Martinez. Shaw closes down Crawford. Is able to get it out wide. And it's Giametta doing the defending on the far side. Another throw-in for Lonestar. Academy Director Chris Hayden looking on in the background. Eichelbarner has Shaw to her right. Back for Eichelbarner. Shaw screamed for Eichelbarner to leave it as she was trying to find Ferry. Instead, it will go back down. Garcia well out of her goal. And she will get it out wide. Anderson, Shaw. Nice little 1-2, and Anderson can take off. Just a bit too far for Mitchell. Is able to get to it at the second time of asking. And Abby Mitchell wins the throw-in. Off of Giametta. As Parkar is crowded out. And this will be a throw-in for FC Dallas in the 11th minute. It's Guidry who will take. Guidry, lovely touch into the feet of Eichelbarner. Off for Shaw, little touch on for Ferry, rolls beyond her. Giametta gets it out wide. And it will be the second corner kick of the game for FC Dallas. Fourth meeting between these teams in the 2018-2019 season. Series split so far at 1-1-1. It's Sydney Block to take. Rolls this one along the ground. Lonestar looking to go the other way. Popped over the top, looking for the run of Martinez. Punched the other way. Shaw tried to head it forward. This one will go over Guidry, but Brosam is there. And Ferry has 5 goals in her last 3 games, including a hat trick in the 4-0 win over the SoCal Blues. Giametta also has 3 goals in the last 2 games, including a brace on match day 3 against the Oklahoma City Energy. Mitchell chasing. Martinez lays it back for Lonestar. Third corner kick for FC Dallas. Once again, Shaw goes to her normal place over the dead ball. As it's Ferry who will make her way into the middle after winning the corner on that crunching challenge. And she will set herself up at the near post, looking to get to the ball before that first defender if Shaw plays it in low. In fact, just looking right to her head. Ferry tried to flick it on. Parkar just gets it out. So it'll be another throw-in for Shaw and FC Dallas. Shaw wanted to take it quickly and said she's going to leave this one off. So it's Guidry who will take. Eichelbarner, Guidry, Shaw. Eichelbarner, she can hit them from here, and that's why she's quickly closed down. Brosam. Forward for Jenna Mendoza. Intercepted in midfield. Parkar dispossessed by Mendoza. And this will roll all the way through for Garcia. Garcia steps on the ball. Now we'll roll it up to her feet. Headed away by Mendoza. England gets a touch. Ooh, and Crawford almost ran into trouble, but she's able to get it out wide. Rolled into the feet of Parkar. And now Ferry with room to run. Going right at that back line. Slides it through. Abby Mitchell pulls it back across. And into the arms of Garcia. Unlucky for Eichelbarner. She arrived at the back post, but couldn't direct it into the net. It was a great run by Mitchell and a smart ball back, and that deflection just putting off Eichelbarner. And a cynical smile as well. She knew that if it weren't for that touch, it would have been a layup for her. In the end, unlucky, and it remains 0-0.
Five's gonna adjust real quick.
Talked about the fact that the winner of this game will face Solar in the championship match, so it's going to be an all-Frontier Division final. Mitchell trying to get it across for Eichelbarner. Eichelbarner brings it down. Tried to hit it off the volley, took a deflection. Already the fourth corner kick of the game for FC Dallas. As Shaw meanders over to the corner once again. Will she look for Ferry at the near post, or will she vary her service? This one driven more toward the penalty spot. Still might be something on for Dallas, but crowded out by Lonestar in the end. The high pressure from Dallas, though, means that the ball will stay in Lonestar's half. And it'll be another thrown for Guidry. Ferry. Into the box for Mitchell. Shaw! Unable to steer it into the corner. Third save of the game for Garcia. Michael Barner flung to the ground, so she wins a free kick. So FC Dallas will have Sydney block over the ball. Loop toward the top of the box. Anderson gets it out wide. Continues her run. Top of the box, Mitchell. Nice ball outside, looking for the cross. Fifth corner kick for FC Dallas. Martinez, such a dangerous player going forward, hasn't really had the opportunity yet, as it's another corner kick for FC Dallas. And Garcia skies to take. Another booming punt from Garcia. Guidry. Well, that's a crunching challenge on Abby Mitchell. Good one, though, from Haggart. But it's FC Dallas who maintain possession. Shaw running. Shaw cutting. Still going. Leaves it off for Mitchell. Circles back with it. And in the end, played it behind Eichel Barner. So it'll be a goal kick for Lonestar in the 21st minute. Hasn't had too much to do so far in this game. The referee, Karen Collado. Garcia has had a lot to do. She's the reason we're still at 0-0. Ferry can't slide by her defender, and it's off of her last. It'll be a throw in for Caroline Brooks and Lonestar in the 21st minute. One back by Giametta. Mitchell overtakes. Slithers her way through two challenges. Still battling over the Giametta, and that's a good challenge coming in from Jory Foote. But it will be another Dallas throw-in. Abby Mitchell has been busy in the early going. The throw in to her feet, but she's unable to shield it. And it will be a throw in for Lonestar, but FC Dallas doing a great job of not allowing the Austin club out of their defensive end. Lovely little Cruyff to keep possession for FC Dallas. Shaw. Brosam strides forward, runs into traffic. Parkar, back for Brooks. Guidry seizes the loose ball. Giametta making a run. Guidry goes for goal. Parkar. Martinez. And cleared away by Brenna Brosam. Mitchell. Good shielding from Mitchell, and she wins the free kick. Abby Mitchell lives in Oklahoma City, but drives to Dallas for training. In fact, beyond Dallas, drives for Frisco for training. She's committed to Oklahoma. Abby Mitchell. As it's Shaw who's over the free kick. Flips this one toward the penalty spot. Stooping header clear. And the break could be on for Lonestar if they can hurry. And Martinez bumped by Shaw. And now Collada is going to come have a word with Shaw. I think it's just going to be a talking to, saying that you realize you slowed down a counterattack. Minimal contact, but still enough. The next one will definitely be a yellow card for Jaden Shaw. Some bruising challenges, as you'd expect in a semifinal, let alone a Texas derby. Authoritative header for Guidry. Iko Barner through the legs of England. Mitchell. Back by Iko Barner. Block. Mendoza slides it in Shaw. Mitchell's flick on. Didn't reach its intended target. Parkar. Brosam. Her effort was blocked by England, and this time she plays it out wide for Anderson. Ooh, and an awkward ball back, but Garcia able to deal with it. Neither center backs were showing support. The attacker came back from an offside position, so it's going to be a free kick for Lonestar as we enter the 27th minute of play. Haggart will leave this one off her foot, plays it to the top of the box, and Reeves commits the foul. You can see FC Dallas looking to play through their midfield, try to break lines, find those little pockets of space, and then have runners come off them. That's how they're building this attack here. Meanwhile, when Lonestar win the ball, they look for those quick outlets just like that. This one stopped by Guidry. Too far ahead of Iko Barner as it rolls out. But Lonestar looking to their front runners right away. Bit more direct than FC Dallas in their build-up. Guidry unable to squeeze her way through, but she does win a free kick. She's been very good in this game, Guidry. Just another talking to for Collado, doing a great job just to give little warnings here and there and keep things under control. Block, plays it short for Shaw. Shaw steps inside, flights it toward the back post. Mitchell's there, pulls it back across, and cleared out by Lonestar. Nice first touch from Ferry, drives it in, and Garcia calls off everyone so that it rolls into her arms. Quickly to the top of her box. And right away looking for the front runners via the punt. This falls to Anderson, inside for block. Iko Barner leaves it off for Mitchell. The return ball behind Iko Barner. So forward comes Lonestar in the 29th minute. Brooks steps inside of Shaw. Rolls it into the feet of England, who plays it back. Haggart has to retrieve, and she will leave it off for Garcia. Over for Jory Foote. Met by Abby Mitchell. And Anderson intervenes. Played behind Ferry. Driven, looking for the feet of Martinez, but Guidry's there again. Really good anticipation and reading of the game from Guidry, and it sparks the attack for FC Dallas. Guidry's continued her run. Now squares up to Brooks. Still going Guidry. Still going Guidry. Guidry steps into it. Just wide, but excellent work from the left back of FC Dallas. Well, she's been really impressive in the first half hour, Guidry. And here she engineered that little bit of space she needed, turned and fired. And Garcia not concerned in the end as she watches it go wide of her near post. A loose ball is there for the taking. So be another throw-in for Guidry, who's been heavily involved. And in a very positive way. This one out from Trinity Crawford, so Guidry will get to do it again. Iko Barner with the flick. Mitchell, brought down by Ferry. Still going Ferry! And Garcia with another save for Lonestar. Well, Ferry rode that first challenge and struck it well. Was too close to the keeper. The shot comes in at the other end, and Lonestar have scored. From about 45 yards out, they take the lead. What a strike from Yasmin Parkar. After being on the back foot for the majority of the game, Parkar picks her head up, sees the keeper off her line, and loops it over her. 15th goal of the season for Parkar. That one dipping just underneath the crossbar. And Lonestar, against the run of play, have the 1-0 lead.
Goal scored for Lonestar in the 32nd minute by number 5, Yasmin Parker.
Mendoza zips it into the feet of Mitchell. Holds off the challenge and gets it forward for Ferry. Crunching tackle on Shaw, and the referee doesn't even bother waiting to play advantage as she pulls it back for the free kick. Shaw's a tough customer as she shakes this one off. Knows that she has free kick duty as FC Dallas now chasing the game in the 34th minute. Ferry shot saved at one end. Parkar scored at the other. So it would be blocked to serve it in with the left or Shaw on the right. It is block. It's deep, but right into the arms of McKenna Garcia. Parker, England. The break is on, and the shot fizzed past the post. The Lonestar growing in confidence. Really the first time that Kaylee England has stepped into the attack the way she wants to. A goal kick taken short by FC Dallas. Popped over the top by Crawford. Parker. Bumped off the ball. Mitchell brings it down. Gets it off for Giametta. And making the run is Aiko Barner. Skips past the defender. Was trying to wait for the cavalry to arrive, just couldn't hold it up long enough. And now it's Lonestar looking to break yet again. This one skips past Parker and will go out of bounds for a Dallas throw-in. As we're into the final 10 minutes of the opening 45, and it's Lonestar who have the 1-0 lead on a delightful shot from Yasmin Parkar. Guidry. It's been dangerous when she's gotten forward, Guidry. Over the top, looking for Giametta. Just a bit too much mustard on that one as it bounces into the breadbasket of Garcia. Guidry with the header. Good effort by Jaden Shaw to keep it in. Shaw continues her run, looking to get inside of Brooks. Shaw holding it up. The double team is coming from Lonestar. Shaw trying to get to the end line, pulls it back, but it had gone over. And so it'll be a goal kick for Lonestar in the 37th minute. Garcia taking her time as somebody out on the field yelled, "Let us get our shape first." She does. Shaw. Bump from behind. It's a fair challenge, says the referee. Parkar leaves it off out wide. Martinez looking forward. Reeves has two FC Dallas players for company, and Brosam comes across her. '38th minute, and FC Dallas have had the majority of possession, but Lonestar leads in the stat that counts most. 1-0 over their rivals from Dallas. Mitchell, lovely little touch to get around Foot. Now cuts inside of her. And Foot sticks to her task dutifully and wins the throw-in. Guidry will let this run, tracks it down. It's met by Parker. And neither Eichelbarner nor Shaw could get past Caroline Brooks. So FC Dallas will hit the reset button in the 39th minute. Forward for Giametta. Now down along the line and cleared away from Abby Mitchell by foot. And it'll be a free kick for a bump along the touchline. So instead of a throw-in, it'll be a free kick for FC Dallas. Shaw has 4 players lined up at the top of the box. The referee telling Martinez to cut it out. Now the whistle goes. Shaw's ball driven into the danger area, skips all the way across and into the arms of Garcia. Well, all it really needed was a touch. No one able to provide it in a white jersey, and Garcia to send it the other way. Won by Brosam. England gets on the loose ball. Out wide for Parker. This is Lily Parker. Serves it in the top of the box where it's headed away. Shaw. Parker first to it. Shields off Brosam, gets it back for Brooks. Has Eichelbarner for company. Now runs into Brosam. Still with it, Brooks. She can't get by Guidry. Forward for Mitchell. She's nudged off the ball and England overtakes. Yasmin Parkar. Kaylee England. Shaw into the feet of Mitchell. Eichelbarner got a touch, but Mitchell dispossessed. And Haggart leaves it off for England. Shaw given a free roll by head coach Matt Grubb, and she wins the free kick for FC Dallas. Well, apologies, it's Ferry over on the far side. As you can see, Martinez clipped her. Well, the header the wrong direction from Guidry. Dallas able to deal with it as Block gets it out wide. Anderson looking for Mitchell, cut out by England. And this will come back for Jory Foote. Foote committed to North Texas. Loses the ball as it's played to Eichelbarner. Running right at Haggart. Eichelbarner can't direct her shot on target. And it'll be a goal kick for Lonestar. Into the final 2 minutes of the opening 45. Brooks. England. Shaw dispossesses her. Still going Shaw. Unable to spin England. She gets it back to Block. Rolled into the feet of Ferry. Ferry met by Crawford. Rides the challenge. One back on the far side by Lonestar. But the throne will go the way of Dallas. Ferry. Free kick for Dallas. This is tigerish work from Samaya Ferry in midfield. She landed awkwardly. It looks like she'll be all right. This was a good turn from Ferry. And Parkar went through the back of her. Dallas looking to get back on level pegging before halftime. It's another free kick. It's Block and Shaw who are over it again. Anderson coming in to run interference along the wall. Mitchell is also on the other end of the wall for FC Dallas. And there are 5 players crashing. Instead, it's played short for Anderson. Gets to it in time. We're level. The free kick routine worked to perfection. And Giametta puts it in. Twelfth goal of the season for Giametta. Anderson curled off the wall, got to the ball in time, put it across, and Giametta was there to force it over the line. And we will go into halftime tied at 1 thanks to this peach of a free kick routine from FC Dallas. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go in this semifinal, and we'll have it for you after the break at halftime. It is FC Dallas 1, Lonestar 1.
The score at halftime is FC Dallas 1, Lonestar 1.
Mark will just bring his headset down every time.
Oh, from up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was going to pack this before I forget about it.
Cool. Because that's only for him to like talk through anyway, right? Yeah.
You have a tripod bag down there, Pete? Pete. Pizza! Yo. You have a tripod bag down there?
Yeah. No, I don't, but he does.
One down there?
Yeah, he has his. I don't have
Is it a
mine.
black and red one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's for, he has them in Prado.
We are getting set for the second half between FC Dallas and Lone Star. 1-1 as we head into the final 45 minutes of regulation, and possibly more if necessary. The winner will move on to the final to face off against Solar. As it is Abby Mitchell who's over the ball. Changes to tell you about at halftime. Jordan Gunnarsson has replaced Michaela Garcia in the FC Dallas goal. Meanwhile, 2 changes were made for Lone Star. As coming into the game is Jordan Doss, who's wearing number 3. And we will get you that other change as well as we get it confirmed. As Gomez will shield this out for a throw-in. Foot into Doss. Shaw. Guidry joining the attack. So this forward looking for Parkar. And it will go back to Gunnarsson, who gets her first touch of the game. She'll leave it off for Mendoza, gets it back to Gunnarsson. Jordan Gunnarsson making her 25th appearance of the season.
Substitution at the half for FC Dallas. Entering the game, number 0, Jordan Gunnarsson. Leaving
Giametta
number 21, Michaela Gracia.
rolled into Shaw. Giametta takes off. Ball skips through for her in the channel.
Number 3, Jordan Doss.
The cross is cut out, but at the expense of a corner kick.
Kyra Reeves. Entering the game, number 13, Jasmine Torres.
And Jasmine Torres, the other player that came on for Lone Star,
Lily Parker.
as she replaced Lily Parker. Jasmine Torres making her 30th appearance of the season. Is committed to play her college ball at Houston. Shaw's corner kick. And headed over from close range as it hit off the top of the head of Abby Mitchell. And so it'll be a goal kick for Garcia. Won by Ferry, running right at the heart of the back line. Plays it forward and well shielded out of bounds by Gomez, not allowing Giametta to get to it. Giametta did score her 12th goal of the season. The future Texas Tech Raider has been with FC Dallas for 10 years, Caitlin Giametta, and scored the goal right on the stroke of halftime. That has put FC Dallas back on level pegging with Lone Star SC. As Parkar unable to sort her feet out. Shaw looking to dance. Block. Rolls it out wide for Guidry. And now Guidry set to take off. He's confronted by Torres and couldn't smuggle it through for Ferry. Well, the double team on the far side gets the job done for Dallas, but it will be a throw-in for Lone Star. This one laid back for Foot. Skips inside of Mitchell. Over the top looking for Parkar. Parkar gets on the end of the loose ball. Makes her way outside. It opens up the pocket in which Doss occupies. Back for England. And tried to drive it out wide. But Guidry was there. And block intercepts. Out wide for Eichelbarner. Working against Brooks on the far side. And Brooks wins the throne for Lonestar in the 50th minute. The sun is set as the temperature is dropping in Irvine. But this game just heating up. 1-1 between Dallas and Lonestar. And with the sun behind the clouds, this temperature has dropped from 80 at kickoff to 71. Ferry. Shaw wants it. Ferry obliges. Has Giametta out wide. Shaw takes it herself, and it's blocked by Foot. Doss looking to run. Trying to pass it to herself. Turns on the afterjets, but so does Anderson. Foot. Shaw picks it off. Up for Mitchell. Mitchell can't evade the challenge. And headed away by Brosam. Ferry brings it back to terra firma. Couldn't pick out block, however. Parkar. Martinez. And the reverse ball too far for Parkar as it comes back to Gunnarsson. Intercepted by Shaw. Looking to drive at the Lonestar back line. Poked it on too far ahead of Mitchell. Then the ball will go back to Garcia, who made some key saves to keep the game at 0-0 before Lonestar took the lead. Have since been pegged back. Driven forward. And a good header from Trinity Crawford to get it out wide. Guidry bulldozing her way down the flank, brought down, and this could very well be the game's first yellow card. Well, Karen Collado over checking on Guidry. She was dragged down by Brooks. Well, I think in the end it's just going to be a free kick. So no card was shown to Caroline Brooks, just a free kick for Dallas. Guidry looks to be okay despite landing awkwardly on that arm. And it's Jaden Shaw. Has blocked short if she wants her. Instead, place it in. Garcia is out. Thought about the quick distribution. And instead will push everyone forward. Ferry. Pokes it on for Shaw. Slid through for Mitchell. Mitchell goes down, and the referee points to the spot. FC Dallas with a chance to take the lead from 12 yards out. And Brooks looks bemused. What a ball, threaded through by Shaw. And Mitchell went down. A big decision for Karen Collado. But she looked very confident in pointing to the spot. And now it's Jaden Shaw measuring her steps. Looking for what would be her 30th goal of the season at all age levels. It's Jaden Shaw passes it into the net. FC Dallas from 0-1 down are 2-1 up in the 55th minute. Jaden Shaw, who created the penalty by slicing open the back line, is rewarded with the chance to finish it. And when given the opportunity, she made no mistake. Garcia rooted to her line. And it's Dallas 2, Austin 1 in the battle of these two great Texas cities.
Goal scored for FC Dallas in the 55th minute by number 10, Jaden Shaw.
And a substitution made by FC Dallas as well. Grania O'Casey has come in. As Brosem intercepts. Grania O'Casey, the number 15 for FC Dallas, making her 34th appearance of the season. Is a Northern Ireland U17 international, Grania O'Casey. Also an AP scholar in the top 1% of her class. As this is going to be a free kick for Lonestar. And Guidry being summoned by the referee. So just a talking to from Karen Collado. But it will be a free kick for Lonestar in the 57th minute, as now it's their turn to chase the game. Brielle Gomez. Won by Shaw. Shaw scoring her second goal in as many games for the 16-17s. She spent the season with the U19s, where she had 28 goals in 34 appearances. And then it has come back down to the U16-17s, and now has 2 goals in 2 games in these playoffs. Both of them in the knockout stage of the playoffs. And a reminder, by the way, she's only 14 years old. And this is Shaw on the ball. Over for O'Casey. Gomez looks to be all right. That concrete really slick as soon as the playing surface ends. And remember, these players are wearing very sharp metal studs that are pointed. So once you step on the concrete, it is a really awkward situation. Glad that Gomez is okay, as Guidry picks up the pieces for FC Dallas in the corner and brings it forward. And the long effort, nothing to concern Jordan Gunnarsson in the FC Dallas goal. As it was Kaylee England with the attempt. England committed to Oklahoma, where she is set to be future teammates with Abby Mitchell. Forward for Giametta, score of the first goal for FC Dallas. And this will be a throw-in for Anderson. Anderson also runs the 400 meters in track. And this is Granio Casey. This one beyond Ferry. And Brosum gets it back to her keeper. On the hour mark in Irvine, and FC Dallas have turned the tide. Leveled the game with virtually the last kick of the first half, and then struck from the spot in the 55th minute to take the lead. As they are looking to set up what would be an all-Dallas final against Solar on Thursday evening. Clipped in, Parkart, unable to fight her way through. England brings it down, rolls it along for Gomez. Gomez fights her way through the challenge of Giametta, and it'll be a free kick for Lonestar. So it's Brielle Gomez, her 27th game of the season for Lonestar, to tease this one into the mix. Drives it toward the back corner of 6. It's a great ball, and it's pushed over the crossbar by Gunnarsson. And it'll be a corner kick for Lonestar. And would you believe it? It's their first of the game. But what a ball this was from Gomez. All it needed was a touch, and it almost went in on its own. Parkar's goal kick. Well, it's allowed to bounce at the top of the box, but it comes all the way through. Gomez looking to set the table again. Denied by Abby Mitchell, the forward doing the dirty work in the corner. And it will be a throw in left off for the center back, Jory Foote, who can fling this one into the box. Instead, she plays it short for Gomez. Granio Casey flying out. Back in for Foote. She launches it to the top of the box, headed only as far as Parkar. She tries to loop it forward and punched away by Gunnarsson, who gets the free kick as well. Brave goalkeeping, decisive as well from Jordan Gunnarsson. And she's rewarded with the free kick. So look at the replay. And Parkart looping it up, and Gunnarsson getting there before England, who committed the foul. It's Martinez battling. This will roll out for a Dallas throw-in. Granio Casey's header. Anderson showing her speed as she gets there before Martinez. It's an awkward ball for the keeper to deal with. And Lonestar still have an opportunity to take advantage. Parkar spins away. Back for Gomez. Oh, it's another ball into the box. This one too deep. And Gunnarsson will take all 6 seconds and puts it on the floor. She wants to play it out of the back, Jordan Gunnarsson, as is the MO throughout the entire FC Dallas Academy. Doss, able to turn, evades another tackle. England, closed down by O'Casey. Only 2 players going forward for FC Dallas though. And Lonestar able to swarm around the ball and win it back. England, Gomez, who's seen a lot of the ball in this second half. And Shaw stepped in to win it and then was dragged to the turf, so it's a free kick for FC Dallas in the center circle. Well, FC Dallas, though, need to step up to Gomez and not allow her to serve the ball into the box. The last one was a bit too far and easy for Gunnarsson in the end, but they have been warned from earlier services by Gomez. Guidry has been stellar down the left-hand side for Dallas. Ferry rides the challenge from Brooks and leaves it off for O'Casey. Helps it along. Block was unable to pick out Giametta. Martinez. Doss flying forward. Slides it back for Martinez. Cuts inside. We're level. Jillian Martinez with her 7th goal of the season. Lovely cut. Took out 2 Dallas defenders, and then she sweeps it past Gunnarsson. Right there, 2 defenders taken out of the play and hooks it back across the face of the keeper. Credit as well to Jordan Doss for the determined run down the middle and a lovely weighted pass into the path of Martinez. And it's game on once again in Irvine. This is Doss. Had the assist on that goal from Jillian Martinez.
Goal scored for Lonestar in the 67th minute by number 10, Jillian Martinez.
The U16 international Martinez has been frustrated today. Hasn't really given much space by FC Dallas, but the one time she gets away, she was able to make him pay. Ferry can't get by Jory Foot, and it will be another throw-in for FC Dallas in the 68th minute. Well, Doss has been so good since coming on at halftime. This one back by Giametta. And England gets it out wide. Brooks launches it forward. And back to retrieve is Mendoza. Doss, future Arkansas Razorback, has it poked away from her, but she wins the free kick. Kick driven in. Trinity Crawford was unable to pop it over the top, but she's able to get it back. And this time chooses the simple option in Gomez. She flights it into the box, but it will go all the way through for Gunnarsson. foot. Just hit it down the line. So it'll be a throw-in for Anderson. 2-2 as we head into the final 20 minutes of regulation. And good movement off the throw-in. Anderson pumps it into the box, but there's nobody there in a white jersey, so this will bounce all the way through for McKenna Garcia. Cleared away by Brosam. Ferry able to keep it in. Guidry does well to sort her feet out. That's another good run from Guidry. And the diagonal run will open up the space for Giametta. Let's quickly close down. This is Martinez. Looking for Doss. Mendoza tracks it down. Back for Gunnarsson. Near side Anderson. Now Anderson looking to join. Giametta spins. Gets it to the top of the box. Anderson continued to run, but she won't catch up to that as it goes out for a Lonestar goal kick. Headed by Shaw. Anderson's forward again here. Oh, it's not a bad ball in the box, and it skips through. Falls to O'Casey. Her shot is charged down. And it's fizzed into the feet of Doss. Excellent hold-up play from Doss. And played over the top looking for the run of Martinez. Anderson and Brosam conspire to win it back. And now the number 3's battling for it, and Doss comes away with it. Doss steps inside, running right at Brosam. Doss to have a go, and Brosam got a piece of it to slow it down for Gunnarsson to fall on. Doss. He's been really good up top since coming on at halftime. Martinez to the back post. Gunnarsson's missed it, but Guidry is there. There was a player lurking at the back post. Ooh, and a player's fallen, and the referee stops it right away as England had slipped. And you hope she's okay. I think it's just a cramp. Hopefully nothing more. Nothing scares me more than when a player goes down without contact. Take a look, and just looking to make that turn. And then you could see her hold up Kaylee England. So both teams going over to the bench to get some water. I think it's just a cramp in her calf, judging by the way she went down and immediately grabbed it. Well, she's been really busy in the center of the park, England. And now a chance for Gomez to get some water. As England gets a round of applause as she walks off under her own power. Really glad that she's okay. Kaylee England, committed to Oklahoma. Both teams will make their way back onto the pitch. You can see the Lone Star coaching staff with some words of wisdom for their players in this non-scheduled break. As Gunnarsson comes back to her goal after going all the way over to the FC Dallas bench. Ball sportingly given back by Parkar. Mitchell, Parkar. And you know, with the addition of Doss, Parkar has dropped more into the center. O'Casey striving forward. Inside, gets past foot. But will go all the way through for Garcia, as Mitchell couldn't get to it in time. Parkar ran into Guidry, who's rarely let anything past her today. Anderson looking for her options. Down the line. Another throw in for FC Dallas. 78th minute. 2-2 in this all-Texas battle. Solar awaiting the winner of this match in Thursday's final. As this one skips past Parkar, and Mendoza gets it back to her keeper. Gunnarsson into midfield, where it's picked off. Trinity Crawford leaves it off for Gomez, into the feet of Doss. Jordan Doss has been excellent in the second half for Lone Star. Martinez. It's the little touch off. Forward for Doss. And she's met by Mendoza, who just ushers it out of bounds. And it will be a throw in for Lone Star. As Martinez is going to leave this one off for Gomez. Sent in. Nothing to concern Gunnarsson in the end. So it'll be a goal kick for FC Dallas. His foot will take this throw in. If anything else, it's because she has a long throw and can get it over the Dallas players trying to lock it in along the touchline. This time, I believe it's going to be a free kick. That's exactly what referee Karen Gallardo is telling Foot. Nope, just telling her to move back with it. Into the final 10 minutes of regulation. Gunnarsson and Lonestar drop back in their defensive shape so Gunnarsson can leave this off for Mendoza. And it's Jenna Mendoza out wide for Elise Anderson. The Southlake, Texas native rolls it along for Giametta. Anderson continue to run, beats Gomez to the punch, works her way into the box, slides it to the back post. It was beyond Granio, Casey, and nobody arriving in an FC Dallas jersey. And now Brooks trying to shake Jaden Shaw. And Shaw does well not to allow Brooks to get the clearance off. Looks like she took a knock for her troubles. Ferry. And this one played behind Shaw. I think is still feeling the effects of taking that last clearance from Brooks off the foot. Giametta being policed by Gomez. Cleared away by Foot. Intercepted by Block. Shaw's effort took a deflection. FC Dallas have already scored from a corner kick today. This is their 6th of the evening. As Martinez is coming off, but she's done the damage today, Julian Martinez. It's her goal that, as things stand, has this game heading towards extra time, unless we can find a late winner in Irvine.
Minute for Lonestar. Entering the game, number 2, Carolyn Presley. Leaving
Coming
the game,
on
number 10,
Julian Martinez is Carolyn Presley. As the corner kick comes in, keeper comes out, she's missed it, but the header not on target. Doss is chasing, but it's cleared away. Header right back to the feet of Doss. Off for Crawford. Parkar, Crawford. Gomez. And this will go all the way through. Into the last 7 minutes now. Intercepted by Crawford. Parkar. Presley. Doss. Measuring up across. Hit off of Mendoza. And Gunnarsson looking for the punt into midfield. Gomez gets there before Mitchell. Parkar chested back. Haggard shields and leaves it off her foot. Presley, dispossessed. Ferry spins. Inside for Mitchell. Giametta in a foot race with Gomez. Gomez able to get it away. Headed back in by Block. And punched the other way by Crawford. Ferry. Block. California native leaves it off for Shaw. Rolled along for Samar Guidry. Too far for Granio Casey. Ooh, and that is a heavy challenge. I believe this will be a yellow card for Guidry. You could see the referee say 1, 2, 3, persistent fouling, along with the heavy challenge, is a recipe to produce a yellow card. Guidry becomes the first player to go in Karen Collato's book this evening. Scooped over for Parkar. And it'll be out of bounds for an FC Dallas throw. And before that, we are going to have a substitution. And it's Marina Vera who's going to come in. Vera making her 36th appearance of the season. 16-year-old moved from Nevada so that she could join FC Dallas. And she is on here to see if she can help propel them into the final. Shaw looking to get back to the final after winning it last year with the U15s. Rolled along for Anderson. Can't get by Presley. Sydney Block called for the foul. Chance for more black jerseys to get forward in the 87th minute. Gomez has already put in some quality free kicks. Gomez settling herself and collecting her thoughts and waiting for Haggart to get into the box from her center back position. It's Gomez's service. It's another quality ball bouncing around in the box and hooked clear.
Joy, come on, come on.
Haggart. Doss is looking for the return ball. That was well read by Bro Sam. Shaw out wide for Guidry. Has Vera to her left. Guidry steps inside. It's another marauding run from the outside back. Leaves it off for Giametta, looking for the early ball in. Well read by Jory Foote. Clearance right back to Giametta. And this time it's Haggart who clears. But it'll be another throw-in for FC Dallas.
86th minute to number 18, Samar Guidry of FC Dallas. Substitution.
So it's Anderson who comes out to take.
FC Dallas entering the game, number 27, Marina Vera. Leaving the game, number 15.
Jory Foote has been excellent in the center of defense. Really interesting. You look at where these players are committed, a lot of them are going to play their college ball together. Is the shot in? Garcia catches. It's a good hit from Sydney Block. Into the final minute of the 90. FC Dallas have 5 players coming forward, including Ferry. Out wide for Giametta. Took a deflection and punched around the post by Garcia. Another important save from Garcia, who did so well to adjust after that ball was deflected. Giametta's cross almost ended up sneaking in at the near post. FC Dallas scored on a corner kick on the stroke of halftime. Can they score on another one just after the stroke of full time? Shaw sends it in and headed away. And a foul called inside the 6. Fourth official, Luis Arroyo, preparing the board over on the other side, waiting to see how much stoppage time will be given. Anderson, Brosam,
The referee has
Gidry.
had a minimum of 3 minutes
There will
of
be
stoppage
3
time
minutes
at
of
the end the
stoppage time, of
regulation.
which 40 seconds has already elapsed. And it'll be a free kick for FC Dallas. Gidry clattered into. Sent forward. Well, Anderson wasn't happy with the service. So it's swept away. Mendoza has Doss chasing her. Calmly gets it across to her center back partner. Brosam. Off for Gidry. Inside for Shaw. Mitchell. Looking to get to the end line. And Brooks shuts the door on the far side. Into the final minute, the minimum 3 of stoppage time. Extra time becoming more and more of a possibility in Irvine. Into the box. Pop back over. Doss trying to spring an attack for Lonestar, and she wins a free kick. Shaw coming forward. She has a player on the outside, instead gets it in. The return ball too far in front of her. The Texas battle will continue in Irvine into extra time.
Is FC Dallas 2, Lonestar FC 2.
Regulation not enough to separate these two sides, and we will play an extra 30 minutes and possibly penalties, as after 90, it is FC Dallas 2, Lonestar 2. Extra time coming up right after this. The battle for Texas supremacy continues into extra time in California. 2 15-minute periods with a quick little halftime in between. No golden goal. We will play the full 30 minutes, and if still tied at the end, we will have penalties. The winner will move on to face Solar in what will be another all-Texas battle in the final on Thursday evening. There was nothing to separate these sides during the season series. It finished 1-1-1 in their Frontier Division battles, and they tied here again in the semifinal.
At the 90th minute for Lonestar, entering the game number 15, Kayana Calvo, leaving the game number 13, Jasmine Torres.
Kayana Calvo has checked in, replacing Jasmine Torres. Calvo knows something about scoring important goals. She had the game winner in the quarterfinals against NEFC. So Ferry wins the free kick for FC Dallas. Lifted into the box, bounces around, and scooped clear. Anderson has it taken away from her by Calvo. Presley coming forward. And she'll spin back with it. Gomez into the feet of Crawford. And Doss was coming back for the ball and has played over to the corner. And so it's a long run for her. Brosam gets there first and works her way out wide. Forward for Guidry, who comes inside. Guidry loves running with the ball at her feet. Gets an option out wide in Granio Casey. Shaw off to Guidry, over the top, and headed away from Abby Mitchell. Doss chasing this one down the line in a foot race with Brosam, who has a step on her, and she gets it back to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson drives it into midfield, where it is won back by Brielle Gomez. Ferry. Giametta. Slip through, player goes down, and the referee says nothing doing. It'll be a goal kick for Lonestar. And in fact, Garcia has it in her hands. Vera went down under the challenge from Brooks. Referee saying there wasn't enough there. And Garcia had picked it up. I thought she let it roll out. Nevertheless, it's Guidry driving forward. So dangerous on the dribble, Guidry. And she wins the free kick as she is smashed into. That's another determined run from Samar Guidry. Oh, and that's a really tough challenge. And a yellow card rightly given.
Am I just extremely tired, or did the graphic get bigger?
So Guidry being treated on the field. It was a knifing run from her. Now both teams heading over to their respective benches to get some water. So the U.S. soccer medical staff has been really diligent and on the spot, and has been incredible first throughout the playoffs and showcase in Oceanside and championship week here in Irvine. It's not only the medical staff, it's what they have and what they bring. They have those regeneration boots that players can go in. They have ice baths for the players to get in after the game. A huge tent full with rollers and everything that these players need to either treat their ailments or recover. I talked to a young lady who was coming back from the U14 showcase, and it was really her first time at the event, and she was just overawed by all the equipment that U.S. Soccer had. Said it was her first time in an ice bath, her first time getting to use those regen boots, and how it really helped her and how she loved the professionalism of these events. The medical staff has been tremendous here for U.S. Soccer. The good news is that Guidry is up and walking off. And Haggart went into the book for that challenge on Guidry. It's just the second card that's been produced by referee Karen Collado this evening. So now free kick in a very dangerous position for FC Dallas. Shaw has scored from these situations, both on the dead ball and in the run of play from this distance. Has already scored in this game from the spot and provided the corner kick from which Giametta scored the first goal. Samaya Ferry is also over the ball, but you have to think it's going to be Jaden Shaw. Almost a world-class strike from Shaw, but it blazes wide of Garcia's near crossbar in the end, or far I should say. Good effort from Jaden Shaw. Shaw stepped up. The shot was always tailing away from goal.
Come on, Jay. He's got it. I got it, Keith. You got it.
Guidry asking if she can come back on. Round of applause for Guidry as she's back onto the field. So we're back to 11 v 11 in the 99th minute. England. Presley. Dallas come away with it. Mitchell brought down by Jory Foote. That's a free kick for FC Dallas in the 100th minute of play. Laid off out wide, looking to measure the cross. Doss is free at the back post, quickly closed down. And this will be a corner kick for Lonestar, their second of the game. As we head toward the final 5 minutes of this first extra time period. Doss has been a real nuisance since coming on at halftime. Gomez has put quality services into the box all game long. Can she do it again from the corner? It's a dangerous ball, pinballs around, and diving to make the save is Jordan Gunnarsson. Another good ball from Gomez. This one bouncing in the box, but at full stretch to reach it before it went over the line was Gunnarsson. And now it's Guidry going forward yet again into the channel for Mitchell. Giametta makes her way into the box. Mitchell holds it up and waits for the cavalry to arrive. Gets it back for Guidry. Showed too much of it. Presley going forward. Her touch was heavy, and FC Dallas get it back. But then it's a free kick for Lonestar as Presley was thrown to the turf. So it's Caroline Brooks who's over it. The future Arkansas Razorback to send this forward in the 102nd minute. Second header from England. Doss trying to take off. And the track star Anderson matching her step for step. Oh, correction, that was Brosom, beg your pardon. This is Anderson who guides it back to Gunnarsson. Over the top from Mitchell to chase, headed away. Shaw with the second header. And Brooks will walk it out of the back. Oh, a deft touch from Presley. Forward for Doss. Back into Presley. Slid inside looking for Doss, but it's cut out. Good hold-up play from Vera. Block has done an excellent job as the linchpin between defense and attack for FC Dallas, and that shield in front of the back four. Mendoza. Too far for block. But this will roll all the way through for Gunnarsson. Forward quickly. Couldn't get over the head of Haggard. And block with a smart header for Guidry. She's looking over the top. It's Haggard who's there again. And then Shaw showed too much of it to Haggard. That's going to be a handball against Guidry. And Guidry has to be careful. She's already on a yellow. And I think Collado, knowing that, is just going to give her one last warning. Presley barreled into. Brosam not happy with the call, but it's going to be a free kick for Lonestar as we head towards Stoppage time of the first extra time period. And there's going to be an additional 3 minutes, mainly due to that
The
injury to
referee has
injury.
added a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time to the first period of extra time.
So it's Kaylee England who's over it. England dinks it in. Still might be something on. Lonestar take the lead. It's Parkar with her second of the match. FC Dallas unable to clear, and Parkar swept it home. Dallas wanted a handball, they're not gonna get it. And it's 3-2 Lonestar. Shaw trying to combine with Mitchell. Haggart unable to keep it from going out. 8th corner kick of the game for FC Dallas. Inside, and a foul is called. And another yellow card showing.
Goal scored for Lonestar in the 106th minute by number 5, Yasmin Parker.
I was unable to see who that yellow card was showing to. Need to get the word of that. So we're in stoppage time of extra time. We'll have another 15-minute period after this, but Lonestar have retaken the lead. So the teams will switch sides. It's a quick break for them. It's a quick break for us. We'll be back with you for the second overtime period. At the break in extra time, it's FC Dallas 2, Lonestar 3.
Yeah.
The score at the end of the first period of extra time is FC Dallas 2, Lonestar 3.
Final 15 minutes from Irvine. FC Dallas have already clawed their way back once. They have 15 more minutes to do it again. It's Lonestar with the ball and the lead to start the second extra time period. Jory Foot with the throw-in, sent the other way.
Substitution in the 107th minute for FC Dallas. Entering the game, number 4, Drew Walker. Leaving the game, number 9, Sydney Block.
Drew Walker has come on for FC Dallas in place of Sydney Block. Ferry muscles her way through the midfield. Lifts it into the channel, looking for the run of Giametta. Gomez is there and she clears it out. It will be a throw-in for FC Dallas. Walker did have the game-winning goal on match day 3 against number 3 seeded Penn to take FC Dallas out of Group H. Can she repeat the heroics here and get FC Dallas back on level terms late in this one? And it will be a throw-in for Walker and FC Dallas. Shaw wins the free kick. 108th minute. Eight players forward for FC Dallas. Oh, a swing and a miss, and the break could be on here for Lonestar. Doss flying forward. Nobody making the run down the center of the park. Ooh, and Gunnarsson misses it. Park Hardigan on the end of it. She's on a hat trick. Shaw coming back and does enough to put on Park Har. Near side, Brooks. Sends it in the danger area. This will skip through for Gunnarsson. Brought down in the midfield by Ferry. Slides past one challenge. Unable to smuggle it through. Ferry. Over the top from Mendoza. Oh, a player goes down to the box, and the referee. Well, does she point to the spot or not? Well, let's look at this. Wolf, she got the ball first. Well, she came flying in and well, she was hit with an elbow after getting the ball. And now the referee sending everyone away. Well, she got the ball, but she did get that elbow in afterwards.
Go.
And now the referee is going to come over and have a word with her assistant.
Hey, yeah, leave a sub if you want to wave.
So Collado will be in conversation with Matthew Seam. Referees taking their time. Want to make sure that they get it right. Either way, you know, whatever they call, there's going to be one side who's not going to agree with it. Now, what will referee Karen Collado do here?
Be careful with this.
And she's going to give a drop ball. The FC Dallas players, bench, and fans are beside themselves. I believe it was Guidry who was throwing down. She was wearing number 11 because of the blood on her number 18 jersey. It's the second time today she's taken a heavy shot to the face. And it was a nasty collision.
113th minute for FC Dallas. Entering the game, number 5, Madison Williams.
Madison Williams is in for FC Dallas. Fighting for the ball in the box. Lonestar able to scramble it clear. And Doss plays it out wide. Crawford trying to get to it. She's beaten to the ball by Vera. Vera unable to fight her way through the double team. Walker heads it the other way. Doss had to come back for it. And this one shielded out for a throw-in. And now there's the change as Guidry this time. Oh, nope. It's the 18 for Lonestar. So Caroline Presley's going to come out. And in will come Corey James, who, like her teammate Jillian Martinez, is committed to UCLA. So James will have this throw-in.
Substitution in the 114th minute for Lonestar. Entering the game, number 18, Corey James. Leaving the game, number 2, Caroline Presley.
Parkar can't get by Brosam. Ferry launches it forward. He's looking for the run of Mitchell. And it's a throw-in for Mendoza. 5.5 minutes left. But But after that stoppage in play, you'd have to think there's going to be at least 3, maybe even 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this one. Won by Walker. Doss gets it back. Illegally, says the referee, and it'll be a free kick for FC Dallas. Shaw is going to tease this one into the melting pot. Shaw flights it in, bounces in the box, and onto the top of the netting. Both of these teams continuing to battle courageously. So we're in the 116th minute. Pop forward. And the referee pulls it back for the free kick. Now the question is, does Shaw shoot this one, or does she send it in? And this is going to be much more straightforward than the free kick routine from which they scored on at the end of the first half. Shaw fizzes it in on net, and the save made by Garcia. Doss plays it into the corner for Parkar in a foot race with Anderson. And Parkar gets there first and is looking to just hold it up. Walker comes over, Parkar spins away, and now Anderson gets to it. Well, she hooks it out of bounds. Why not turn and find your keeper there? More time will run off this clock, as no one from Lonestar is coming over to take this throw in. And Parkar again in the corner. The 2-goal hero for Lonestar wins a throw-in. As Lonestar trying to grind out the result and move on to the final where Solar awaits. Ferry has 3 forward. And it's Jory Foote who gets there first. Now Doss is chasing. And at the moment, Lonestar are first to all those balls launched forward. Parkar. England. The cry is corner. And that's where Parkar goes. Final minute and a half. And Parkar with a deft back heel for England. Intercepted. Williams flying forward. And James gets there first. Back to her keeper. Sent into midfield. Shaw is there. Shaw drives it to the top of the box. And pinged out by Lonestar. Final minute of extra time. Plus any stoppage time added at the end. Shaw to the top of the box. And the shot takes a deflection, and Garcia gets there before it goes over the end line. Pumped forward once again by FC Dallas. Top of the box. Sent to the far side. Off the post. And the rebound saved. And out for a corner kick. Oh, Giametta can't believe it. But they have another opportunity, as there's only going to be 3 minutes added on at the end of the 120. Well, she caught all of this, Giametta. The keeper was beaten. Walker brings it down. Anderson to the far side. Shaw skips past the first challenge, slides by the second, and wins the free kick. Shaw plays it into the box, and Foot skies to head it away. Anywhere will do now for Lonestar. FC Dallas throwing everything that they have at Lonestar, looking for the equalizer. Mendoza wants options. Mendoza swings it to the top of the box. And Anderson has to chase it down. Doss, still full of running, confronts her. Mendoza. And it's going to be a handball off of Haggart. Last chance saloon for FC Dallas as they try and force penalties. Shaw pops it in. The flick down. And Garcia's there. And the offside flag was up. Referee waves it away so Garcia can punt it. Doss chasing. Really thinks she helped change the complexion of this game, Jordan Doss. And she continues to do the business in stoppage time of extra time. Forward by Gunnarsson. Vera can't bring it under control. Into the box. Giametta. Still going Giametta, slid away from her. Lonestar is through to the final as they outlast FC Dallas in extra time. Yasmin Parkar, the 2-goal hero. And it will be Solar versus Lonestar on Thursday night for the U16-17 crown. An epic battle comes to an end. And it's the women in black who march on. Well, stay with us as we capture these celebrations. We will go fieldside and get some interviews, but for now, up in the booth, I'm Mark Serber saying good night from Irvine, where it finishes after extra time. FC Dallas 2, Lonestar 3, Lonestar through to the final.
FC Dallas 2, Lonestar 3.
No, I got it. I'm good. Hold on. Set Mike's on 3 and the girls on 11. Hold on. And then the girls like all the way up.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check, check, check,
And
check.
this is server.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is server talking. This is server.
One, we fought hard today. It was great.
Server talking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Speaking of low,
Stick Mike down a hair.
stick mic down a hair. Should be input 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. All right, so here she comes.
It may seem awkward, but usually we cut away
What player and what she did.
Is there something wrong? So don't worry, and the biggest thing is just have fun.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Cool. Which player is this and what was the goal?
Yasmin Parkar, 2 goals.
It seems so big. Okay.
Yasmin Parker and she scored 2 goals.
Sorry, it's Yasmin.
Yasmin, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's just for
This is what
No, good. I'm taking my teeth out. I can't talk. Okay. That was kind of gross.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. She had to take out her retainer. We're live.
we're here with 2-goal hero Yasmin Parkar. First of all, congratulations. You just went through an epic slugfest. What are your emotions right now?
I am on cloud 9. I'm so happy and relieved that we just pushed through those last 15 minutes and hold up the 1-goal lead. Just clearing it forward, and I'm so happy right now.
And you, of course, not only had the game's opening goal, but also the game-winning goal. Let's start with that. What did you see as that ball came into the box?
I saw space in front of me and a keeper that was just a little bit too far out, and I took my chance.
And then on that game-winning goal as well, what happened there is that ball came in and it seemed to pinball around.
Oh, yeah.
Were you surprised to find that at your feet?
A little bit. Usually with our luck, it always pops out for the other opponent, but right then, something just stars aligned and it pops out right in front of me, and I saw an open corner and I went for it.
And what does it mean to you to not only win this semifinal and go on to the final, but also to do it against one of your biggest rivals?
I feel like it's about time. Oh my goodness. We've had this team. We've always been neck and neck with them, and we beat them when it counted.
Well, Yasmin, congratulations. You guys are off to the finals. Go celebrate.
Thank you. So happy for it.